Hi guys, it's me. First unedited video on my phone and like the second ever upload to my channel so far. This is a completely random one, but I just want to talk about something well, it's not affected me personally, but it's been affecting my friends and it is not on. Um, you're all I'm assuming you guys are aware of stuff like cyberbullying and shit like that, but if there's one thing that I will not tolerate is stalking someone. One of my friends, I'm not naming any names, but he is getting a lot of trouble from a bunch of idiots in a completely different country, accusing him of being manipulative and abusing, and I know for a fact he is not. I have known him since I was in primary school, and he is not a fucking abuser. If I find in the future, if I find anyone accusing anyone else, either on my Tumblr, my Facebook, or my Twitter, if I get to that point, or even on YouTube, you will be blocked, you will be banned, and you will be reported. Well, you won't be banned, but you'll be blocked and you will be reported, because I will not fucking tolerate cyberbullying at all. Because it's not on, and it just goes to show that if you are a cyberbully, you are just a fucking coward, and you need to get out and get a fucking life, or you need to go and see a therapist or something, because it just goes to show that you have insecurities with yourself and you need to sort them out, rather than taking them out on other people. I've never been cyberbullied, like I said at the beginning of the video.
I have, though.
But I've been bullied. I was bullied in primary school and middle school and a couple of years into high school until I ended up snapping. Excuse me, my phone is giving me notifications. And it's not nice. Excuse me. It is the worst feeling in the world. And as someone with depression, it's mainly caused by the bullying. There's other underlying causes as well, but the bullying is the main thing that's caused me to have depression. And the impact bullies make on their victims is a lot greater than they think. They think it's all fun and games, and then to them, but then the victims are going through a hell of a lot, and most of the time the victims either become bullies themselves, which I find is wrong, or they end up growing up with major psychological problems. Like, I have depression, my girlfriend Angel has PTSD and depression and other things as well.
Dissociative disorder.
There's a whole handful of things that she has because of the bullying and
abuse in the past.
And it just really, really pisses me off. So like I said, if I find anyone bullying anyone else on my Tumblr, on my Facebook, my Twitter, or my YouTube, you will be blocked and you will be reported, because I will not tolerate any bullshit from people who think it's funny to bully, because it really is not.
Yeah, especially since the accusations of this person being an abusive person, I have met this person, they don't even have enough confidence to tell someone no, let alone abuse someone. And having gone through severe abuse and severe bullying myself, accusing someone of being an abuser when they aren't is one of the worst things that you could actually do. Like, you do not accuse someone of abuse blindly or as a joke. There's just no need for it, and that for me, in my mind, is almost worse than the bullying side of it. The accusations that they are making not only could severely impact them if anyone were to take them seriously, but if they themselves, the people that are making these accusations, got caught, it could have serious implications for them as well. Like, I was telling the truth about the abuse that I suffered, but for speaking out about that, my abuser called the police and had me arrested. If I, who told the truth and the police have managed to confirm from my psychologist that this is something that had happened, if my psychologist hadn't known about the abuse from my past, then I could have very well been stuck in prison for months because someone said that I falsely accused them. And if these people really are falsely accusing this person, they could end up doing real hard time just for accusing someone of being an abusive person.
Nice alarm.
Yeah, perfect timing. So, yeah, for someone who has gone through that kind of bullshit, that is not something that you accuse someone of, and this entire thing is not on in general.
If you are being bullied and you are finding that it's having a significant impact on your life, talk to someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a family. It can be your friends. Or if it's really bad, I would strongly recommend you see your doctor and say something to them so you can get referred to a psychologist so that you can nip it in the bud and sort it out before it gets any worse.
Because to be completely honest, just telling a teacher and trying to get them to, how they put it, the way they put it these days is they try to bargain with the students to leave you alone. That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
This whole zero tolerance thing that most schools have these days tends to be a case of the student will continue to go bullied until they stand up for themselves, and then they get in trouble, not
what happened to me.
So I am sad to say that telling a teacher is something that you should do, but it won't stop. You need to tell someone else who can actually help you.
Because for those of you who don't know, bullying is classed as a crime. It's an antisocial thing to do.
But it's also abuse in most cases.
Yes,
as well.
Like, I, for one, I'm going to tell you guys this a personal story. This is the first time I've ever announced this on the internet. But when I was in year 10 or something, I think that's like 10th grade in America or something like that, I had been bullied for so long by the same couple of, I've got a really itchy nose, girls in this one event where my friend was annoying me when the teacher was trying to explain something. I told him to stop it, and then one of the, the vodka's catching up to us, and one of the lasses that bullied us, what did she do? She turned around and started laughing. That ticked the teacher off, so the teacher sent us all outside. And then this lass had said, "Oh, this is all your fault. If you hadn't have said anything, we wouldn't have been kicked out of the class." And I was like, what was it? I can't remember the full story, but I think I said something like, "Well, it's not my fault my friend was poking us in the back with a pencil." And then this lass had turned around and went, "Ooh!" And I know this sounds ridiculous because it was a tiny little word, but...
It's not even a word, it's more like a sound.
Because I'd been bullied by her for so long, I ended up really getting extremely pissed off, and I lunged at her. All I could see was red, and I ended up fighting her friend because she was too much of a fucking coward to fight me back. And
Yourself?
Yeah. And then I was accused of loads of bullshit, like pulling out someone's extensions, breaking the lass's nose, and stuff like that. And it was a pretty violent fight, according to the deputy head teacher. I didn't feel it was that violent, but it must have been, because I was taken into another classroom to calm down, at which point I broke down into tears because I've never fought ever in my life. That was the one time I've ever had a fight. And then it was me that was sent out of school for a week. I was sent into solitude in a different building to do my work, to practice for my exams, and this lass got away with it, and the two of them were allowed to roam around school freely to bully other people. And then upon returning to school, I wasn't allowed in my classes. I had to sit with a support worker at the top on the 3rd floor of the building, and I was banned from the Leavers Assembly because I got in a fight with the lass, and it should have been those two that got in trouble, not me. So, and it's just not fair that 9 times out of 10 it's the victim that gets the blame. But like I said before, if you're a bully, stop it. It's not on. If it's because of your insecurities, you need help. You need mental help from a professional to get this sorted. And if you're a victim, you also need to go and get some help if it's affecting you psychologically. And like Angel said, telling your teacher might help a little bit, but the best thing to do is to tell as many, authority figures as possible. You don't have to go to the police and everything like that, but if you say, you tell your teacher, you tell your head teacher, you tell your parents, if you've got a good relationship with your parents, and seeing your doctor, because the impact bullying has is much greater than people make it out to be. I know this from personal experience and from my girlfriend's experience, and my mum has told me all her stories about being bullied. Unfortunately, it runs in my family. Except my nana. My nana didn't get bullied. She was essentially the bully, but still, just don't do it. It's just so wrong. If you are a bully, you have no idea of the psychological impact you are having on other people, and it needs to stop. Whether it's online bullying, physical bullying, verbal bullying, whatever, stop. It's not on at all. And accusing someone of, getting back to my point, accusing someone of being abusive and manipulative, I can't even say the word, is a very, very extreme thing to do. And if you get caught lying, you could get into deep trouble with the government, with the police.
At least about things like that. I mean, I should know, but from the whole me getting arrested when I was accused of lying about what he did to me.
That being said, if you do think someone is being abusive or manipulative, get proof. Get significant proof that they're actually doing it before you start accusing them.
And tell the police, not
yes.
have a go at the person that you think is doing it.
Yeah, tell the police, don't try to do it.
Yourself.
Don't try to sort it out yourself, because it'll just get you into trouble.
Also, if they really are an abusive person, then they are probably going to end up physically attacking you if you confront them, so that also puts you in a dangerous position if you genuinely believe this person is abusive. Because if they have no problem raising their fists to someone they're supposed to love, then they'll have no problem raising fists towards you. That's something I know very well as well.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, because it's affected me personally. It's affecting one of my best friends, and it's a scourge on this earth. It really is. It makes me disappointed to be a human being. So
this is why we do not count on.
Yes, I do not class myself as a human.
Neither do I. You got that from me, guys.
Well, according to bigotry, I'm not human anyway, because I'm transgender and I'm pansexual. So.
And I've been told since I was very young that everything I am goes against everything it means to be human. So.
Yeah. So. Anyway, if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching, and take in what I've said. Please. And just try to be the best person you can be, because that's the best thing you can do. It'll be good for you, it'll be good for other people around you. So, that being said, this is Captain Maragaron. Captain Maragaron? I never say that. My voice is breaking. Hormones! That being said, this is Maragaron, signing off.